Alrighty. So real quick, it's gonna be a light video, bro. We're gonna go. Actually, can I just get straight to the video? Look, man. Level 1 is the hardest level ever. So far. And it's only hard because never in your life, pre-nursing, high school, middle school, elementary school, preschool, have you ever heard of the you need 75% to pass? That pressure of you need 75% to pass is insane. Okay? It's just something about having the thought, oh my God, I failed this exam. Maybe you got a 68, maybe you got a 60, maybe you got a 70, maybe you got a 50. And you're like, oh my God, it's impossible. How am I going to be able to get to level 2 if I need this 75 average, right? Because you don't know how to study really all the way. Maybe you do know how to study, but everything was mostly memory. But now you're more conceptualizing things, critically thinking. You know that word they like to throw out. But really, it's that, and then it's you have clinicals. So now you have to go work for free for 12 hours. Yeah. And then you got checkoffs for the first time. You ever had a checkoff? You ever heard somebody say, hey, if you don't do this right, you're gonna fail the course. Yeah, you're done with level 1 and you're out the program. Have you ever heard somebody say, if you don't get these 10 math problems right, you're out the course, you failed? You feel me? I'm gonna give you an example of like a medicine thing. So if y'all remember, I had to do that catheter thing. So that was in my level 1 video before, and I had to literally do a catheter, right? I had to insert a catheter. It was easy, whatever. Ooh. But what if I told you that some people in the class actually had a hard time remembering everything? Because it's a lot of steps. I fill the bulb up. We gotta make sure you're sterile. Oh my God, that's a great example. What if I told you can fail the course for not knowing how to put on sterile gloves? Brother. That's the one, bruh. That's the one. Sterile gloves is insane, bro. Oh my God. What the? There's somebody. This smells horrible. Oh my God. Ain't this just sodium? And they see it. Oh my God. Bro. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my God. I thought it smelled like fart, and I was like, dang, did I spill some milk or something? I'm sorry. Oh my God. Bro. Oh, that smelled like straight boo-boo. Or it smelled like rotten milk. Oh my God, I didn't know that's what it smells like. I'm scared to open. Are these expired? I'm scared. I'm scared balls. Anyways, oh my. Oh, back to this. Okay. So yeah, so you got all that going for you. Woo woo. So this is when it's important. We're just gonna go through a couple of ways to avoid, all that stress and fear. We gotta work on number 1, being organized. Okay. So organization, like some people can be like, oh, that just means buying a planner and just throwing everything in there and you're good. No. It starts at home. Everything starts at home. So if you're at home on your own, living on your own, or if you live with your parents, your room needs to be clean. Your room is a reflection of your mind. So I always try to keep my place clean. If you look around right now, I can't show you, but our place is pretty much clean. Only thing that's messy is this stuff because I just recorded a few videos, but it's not even that dirty. But yeah, so you want to make sure you keep your environment clean. Then you want to start organizing yourself. You want to start out with a planner, okay? Remember that supplies video I put out? Yes, a planner is important. So first you want to start out writing everything in a planner like this, right? Right? You want one that's monthly and weekly, so you can always throw important dates, things you got to do inside of there, and also one that has notes on the side, so you can click the notes. You want to do that because, bro, it's so easy to get unorganized. You have so many assignments thrown at you at once, and you're not used to it. And it's okay to not be used to it, okay? I'm so serious, because I wasn't used to it at all. It was really a lot for me. It was literally a lot for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's that. You want to be organized? Please go to class. I might be a hypocrite. Sometimes I didn't go to class. But look, go to class for the first exam, please. Please. Okay? And the second one. After that, you can decide whether you want to go to class or not. But at least go to class all the way until the second exam, okay? First exam is always going to be the easiest, whatever. But that's why I want you to go until the second exam. Then you can make your own decision. I ain't going to tell you not to go to class. You're grown up now. You're in nursing school. You're going to have to make those decisions on your own. But try to decide after your second test, okay? Another tip, please, for the love of me, study for that first exam, okay? That first exam is so crucial, because, oh my God, wow. Whew. I'm sick, y'all. People don't be believing I'm sick. But anyways, that first exam is crucial because, look, bro, it's not easy. Or no. It is easy. And you only get like 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 exams per class. You feel me? You wanna start off strong, so you got wiggle room, whether you fail or you're struggling in other tests. Okay, trust me. Because when you get to the end and you're on your final, which is how I got lucky for level 2, you only need, actually even level 1, but you only need grades like 50s, 40s, 20s to pass that course overall, right? And even just to pass just the exam, and you can still end up with a B or an A. Like, that's crazy. Or C. Nothing wrong with getting C's. Right? So it's really like crazy like that, right? Another thing is so we went over being organized, we went over exams. Next are grades, okay? I want you to take a deep breath with me, okay? Look, ready? Breathe in. Hold it. And exhale. See that? See how I just let go? You gotta do that with your exams, brother. Take the exam. You get a low grade. You get a great grade. Really, this is for people who get low grades. You take it. You get that out your head. And you figure out what you did right and what you did wrong, okay? Sometimes you study perfectly, you feel like. But guess what? What does that mean? It means what you did to study is not beneficial to you, okay? The way I study, the way she studies, the way he studies is not going to work for everybody, okay? Now, there is some things that kind of work for everybody, and that's repetition. It doesn't matter who you are. The more you do something, it will stick in your head, whether that's how to give a shot, whether that's how to say words in Spanish, like hola, como estás. You know, that's the only reason I know hola, como estás is because I said that freaking 500 times in Spanish class. Literally. So you want to work on doing that repetition, right? You want to figure out your learning style. What I've learned from level 2, like I'm in level 2 now, or going to level 3, is basically for farm. Actually, I'll tell you that in the level 2 videos because it's not really much things to do like that. You have fundamentals, you have farm usually, and then you got health assessment usually, right? So we're just gonna go through each class. For farm, that's just gonna be repetition, right? You got repetition. And if you're an ATI based course, I'd recommend going over the ATI questions. There's literally a quiz bank, and it'll test you on certain things for the drugs. I'd say use supplemental info like nurse labs. What's that other one called? Simple nursing, nurse level up nursing. It's a whole bunch of things. Like, use those. Use your resources, right? And I want you to use those resources. Then I want you to take that exam, right? Take the exam, and then I want you to see, okay, This is what I need to look for when it comes to the nursing exam. Oh, this is what I should look on. Safety alerts. Okay. ACE inhibitors. You gotta watch out for angioedema, that dry cough, and electrolyte imbalances. That's about it. What does it do? I think it does something with your blood pressure, right? It lowers it. So you just gotta know like things like that. And a thing that really worked really good for me when it came to farm was if you know what the drug does, right? It's easier to figure out or to knock off questions, right? So if you had an ACE inhibitor and it was like, okay, what are some side effects? And it said hypertension, brother. Why would it be hypertension? Why would a drug that decreases hypertension or is used for hypertension cause hypertension? Now, we're not going to go too deep into rebound hypertension and things like that. Just focus on why would it cause hypertension, right? Just think about things like that, right? Then we go to health assessment. Health assessment, to me, it was also repetition. But one thing I would say is you want to learn what is right? You figure out what's right. So, okay, this is what a person's normal skin should look like. You should be able to pull it and it should fall back, okay? And then once you got that, then you should look at the things that's wrong, that's bad, right? Or it makes it easier so when you go on the test, you be like, oh, okay, that's bad. Please, for the love of me, try to learn what certain words mean, okay? I promise you, they try to don't trick you up by using medical terms, and it's not really tricking you up. It's stuff you need to know because it's going to be used in future exams, future levels, all of that. So try your best to learn those words you don't know, like dysuria or hematuria. I think it's hematuria, things like that. What does that mean? Blood in the urine, pain when you urinate, things like that. Okay, if you learn those, it'll be easier when you take your exam, because then you can be like, okay. That's not something that should be happening. Click. Like on a select all the time. What are things that should be normal and voiding, or not normal and voiding? And then you can click those, and it makes more sense, right? And then finally, fundamentals. Fundamentals. That's just concepts, bro. To me, I was struggling in that class, and I was a CNA, a unit tech, a patient care representative, and that's kind of like where a lot of the stuff is, right? But really, I felt like I was able to do better in that course by taking the ATI practice questions, right? Because and taking my time on those. I usually finish my exams in 30 minutes. I don't really like to dwell on them, and I still didn't dwell on them during the final stretch. But it's just something about looking at the exam question and really reading it, right? Because sometimes I'd read the question and I'd be like, okay, it'd be like, you go in a patient room, they have hypertension. What's the first thing you do? Right? If I just go off of that, I would just be like, oh, they got hypertension. You just give them meds. Like that. I just read the first thing. I just said, oh, yeah, they got hypertension. I give them meds. So give them ACE inhibitor or something like that, right? I'd say that. Versus if you would have read it and said the first thing you do, what's the first thing when it comes to nursing? You always assess, right? Always assess. That's always the first thing to do. No matter what, you usually assess, right? It's just real. So that's another thing. So I focus on doing as many practice questions as you can for funds, and then really reading the question. Next, anything else? This is the last thing. Please make friends in nursing school. Trust me. I know it's cool to be alone. What are they doing back there? I don't know what these fish are doing. Yo. Anyways, you want to make friends because those friends are going to be able to help you, keep you on track, remind you about assignments that's due, help you with assignments, because sometimes you have group projects. So please make some friends. I got some homies right now. I'm going to try to make more homies next level because I'm telling you, it's great to have connections, right? And I plan on staying here when I graduate, so more connections, the better. Most people where I live want to go to Dallas or Houston. I'm not really trying to live there, so whoever's staying here, I'm trying to, you feel me? You feel me? Because they might get a job in a place I want to work. So, I don't know. That's it. Now we're going to go to our story time. And it's not really a story time, but I'm just going to tell you how level 1 went for me. And then where after level 1, where I would want to specialize, right? So this is going to be a long video. But let me make sure it's still recording. Okay, we only have 15. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I got 8 minutes. So level 1 for me was stupid hard, okay? I ended the semester with an A in something. It was like an easy class. Excuse me. A B in fundamentals, a B in health assessment, and a C in pharmacology, right? So A, B, B, C. I could have had an A in health assessment, but that was my fault. I literally had an 89.25, right? I literally aced all my exams, but I did bad on my first few quizzes, and yeah, that's really what cooked me. I did bad on my first few quizzes, right? So if you do bad on your quizzes, that's gonna pull you down. So there's nothing I can do. Funds was a struggle. She low-key rounded me up to be appreciated for that. I had a 79.87, so I appreciate her for that. And it's good because I really was trying. I was really working my butt off in that class towards the end because I couldn't figure out how I was missing and how I was struggling in the course, right? I think I needed like a 77. I believe I needed a 77 to pass the course, and I got an 82. So it was really tough. It was tough. I was scared out of my mind. There was no point at it back. It was a straight 82 is what I got. So, sheesh, that was tough. That was tough. And then we had, what was the other class? Farm. Farm I got a C, but the C was low-key my fault. I think I had 2 exams where I didn't study at all. And it was the heart and it was the stomach stuff. So GI. And those like right now, GI is like the one I struggle with. Because I just haven't studied it really. So I'm going to try to, like over the break, I'm going to try to come back on those. So I was the only boy in my class, so that was tough. That was another thing that was tough. Oh my God, bruh. It was so weird, like, when we had to do, like, especially health assessment, when I had to, like, go, like, check people out and, you know, do the little assessment, head to toe. I was like, oh God. I didn't say nothing. I just was sitting down like these. And whoever picked me, I was going to go with them. I was like, yeah, okay. That was funny. That was the only guy. So she would call me. My teacher would call me out on everything. Be like, oh, yeah, come do this. Oh, yeah, come do this. Oh my God. I was like, oh, my God. So that happened. My teachers loved me. They was cool teachers. I appreciate them. I got them gifts. What else happened? I made homies. We went out to eat together at our finals. Like, it was cool. And it was really a good time. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can remember level 1. Jeez, I'll never forget because we all studied together at the business building, bro. It was nice. We was sneaking into rooms, right, to study, like classroom. It was funny. It was crazy. Studying from like 8 a.m. until like 5 p.m. Just studying, like going over questions, going over study habits, etc. Eating food. It was funny. It was funny. Good times. Good times. And we low key made connections, so that was dope. That was dope. Good times. Good time. I recommend watching my old videos so you can see some more. I was hooping, I was working out, doing a lot. But as far as my specialty, after I got out of level 1, we only had med-surg clinicals. So the floor I wanted to work on had like a trauma area. That kind of interested me. So I was like, okay, maybe I could see myself working med-surg, doing that. Or pediatrics, right? So pediatrics has always been something I want to do. So as after level 1, I was like, okay, pediatrics or med surge, like in this trauma unit, it seems like what I would want to do. Because most people, when you're growing up, you hear med surge and you be like, med surge is for dummies. That's what people be trying to make it seem like. Med surge is for dummies. You don't have to do no critical thinking. Yo, med surge is hard. I'll tell you that right now. That is hard. That's hard. But you'll hear more about that in my level 2 video. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'm also posting other things eventually, so that's probably on the channel too. So if you're not gonna like or subscribe, watch another video. Please. Thank you. Peace. My mama calls, see you on TV, son.